Our good friends, the Swedes, are famous for many things, most notably their world-spanning voyages, their almost religious passion for low-key interiors, and of course their cultural inclusivity. Perhaps what wouldn't come so readily to mind is the fact that the current Swedish ruling dynasty was not actually founded by a Swede at all. So, my friends, today we'll look at the Cinderella story of how a low-born French soldier became King of Sweden and Norway. Has anyone seen my shoe? Oh, there's a pumpkin over there. Anyway, our main character is Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte. He was born into the family of a humble lawyer in southern France. Not exactly what you might call kingly material. At just 14, he was already a lawyer's apprentice. When he turned 17, after the sudden death of his father, he did a full 180 and joined the French Royal Army. The steady and hard-working chap that he was, Jean-Baptiste advanced quickly, reaching the rank of sergeant by the age of 22. He earned the nickname Sergeant Belgium, or Sergeant Fairlegs, for his dashing appearance and stature. Oh, you cad, you. Despite being recognized by his peers and superiors, however, a soldier of his humble origins could never hope to compete with his more noble counterparts. He did reach the highest position open to a non-commissioned soldier like himself under the old regime, so he probably welcomed the French Revolution with open arms, excited about the new opportunities for career advancement. He led daring assaults during the French invasion of Germany and pushed back the Austrians whilst being outnumbered 3-1. As you might have already guessed, it was only a matter of time before Bernadotte caught the eye of none other than the personification of ambition itself. Hello, mon chéri, it is I, Napoleon. Now, this was before Napoleon's meteoric rise, yet even while he was still a general, he liked to surround himself with men of character and ability, and he certainly regarded Bernadotte as such. Within 2 years, Bernadotte was already part of the Bonaparte family, marrying Napoleon's ex-fiancée and sister-in-law, her sister being married to Joseph Bonaparte. It was a rather smart move, which guaranteed Bernadotte a front seat to the making of history. After Napoleon reorganized the Republic into the First Galactic Empire, the First French Empire, Bernadotte became one of his top marshals. He was also given territories to govern and was made the Prince of Pontecorvo, a title Napoleon created especially for him. He continued serving Napoleon faithfully, fighting in numerous battles, one of which was the fateful Battle of Lübeck. During that battle, Bernadotte captured a Swedish force of around 1,600 soldiers. The Swedish prisoners were pleasantly surprised by how well Bernadotte treated them. He even went as far as to host their commander at his residence. Cheers, chap! Cheers. He arranged for their safe return to Sweden, where they sang endless praises of the noble Marshal Bernadotte. Now, Sweden at that time was in a bit of a rut. Over the past century, it had suffered nothing but humiliating defeats at the hands of Russia and Prussia, losing the last vestiges of their once mighty empire. The Swedes needed a strong leader, someone who would not get totally owned by the Russians and who wouldn't wet himself either because he's too old or too young. And it also would have been neat if he didn't die within a year of his coronation. There goes another one. The Swedes were so fed up with their royalty that they went to ask for the humble opinion of Napoleon, who was already ruling most of Europe anyway. Napoleon, however, was a bit busy at the time. That tonight, Josephine. So he didn't express much interest in this Swedish problem. But as the delegation was preparing to return home in disappointment, one of the young messengers decided to take matters into his own hands. He was among those in Sweden who were what you might call Bernadotte fanboys. Otto had heard of Bernadotte's graciousness and ability from his uncle, who just so happened to be the commander back at that fateful Battle of Lübeck. What are the odds? Now, in a move that stupefied the government back home, Otto went up to Bernadotte and effectively offered him the Swedish crown. Hello, here's the crown. Unsurprisingly, upon returning to Stockholm, Otto was greeted with handcuffs and a stern talking to. Otto, you're a naughty boy! But when the Parliament actually thought about it, Bernadotte's candidacy didn't seem all that bad. His CV checked all the right boxes. He was a venerated military leader with close relations to Napoleon. He was immensely popular among the Swedish military, and, let's be fair, he was a complete charmer, darling. In 1810, the Parliament made him Crown Prince, and while he didn't officially become king until 1818, he began ruling Sweden almost immediately. Somewhat ironically, Bernadotte's first order of business was to ally himself with the Russians against Napoleon, in the hopes of reclaiming Norway, which, actually, he achieved in the span of a single summer. What a summer! Put a little more tanning lotion on the back, Bernadotte. Oh, so good. Anyway, let's not talk about that summer anymore. For the next century, Bernadotte and his heirs, the baby Bernadottes, would rule the combined kingdom, and they still rule Sweden to this day. So, one could say that despite history offering plenty of evidence to the contrary, sometimes it really does pay off to be nice to people. If you're also interested in being a kinder person, you'll be happy to hear that we here at SideQuest offer plenty of opportunities for the recipiency of kindness on our Patreon. By supporting us there, you'll ensure the safe continuation of our dynasty on the throne of YouTube, and you will have earned my eternal gratitude, my dear friend. In any case, be on the lookout in the not-too-distant future for the next magnificently opportunistic episode of SideQuest.